Also in OT, LeBron had 2 fans sitting courtside ejected. Talk to me.
It's a slippery slope. I totally agree with the decision because LeBron James, I've never recalled him doing that to a fan before. So I imagine they said something that they didn't need to be saying, and he was absolutely right to do so. The other side to it, however, is that we're trusting the honesty and the validity and sincerity of LeBron James. There are some players who are a bit soft-minded and would want somebody thrown out for something that a player should be able to tolerate. I do not believe that was the case with LeBron James because he's never done that before. But it is a slippery slope.
Look at that face. Walk of shame right there.
She's not shamed. She's mocking him.
Hey, what's up? This is Jag from Jaggy Sports. It is November 25th, 2021. And it's got to be something else I can talk about the Lakers. Red hot Phoenix Suns, red hot Warriors, Nets killed Boston Celtics last night, but let's get into the Lakers again. They beat the Pacers and LeBron went on a rampage, 39 points. Unbelievable. He was just feeling it from the downtown. And that was not the highlight though. The highlight was when he kicked out those 2 Pacer fans. Now, I know everybody was booing and whatnot, and everybody was kind of like, oh, why are you kicking them out, and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, you have to think to yourself, LeBron has been in the NBA for 19 years, and a lot of stuff has been said, like especially the N-word. If you go to Utah, they use that a lot. If they go to Indiana, they use that a lot. Just depends on where you're at, but for him not to kick anyone out in those years says a lot, and all of a sudden he does that now. So you have to think to yourself, what did those 2 fans say? Now, I have it on good authority that they talked about LeBron's son or sons dying in a car accident or something like that. I don't know if the rumor is true, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like, you know, you just don't do that. So that sparked him over the edge. You have guys like, you know, Skip Bayless and blah, blah, blah saying, why you snitching? The whole crowd was booing. But you have to take it from LeBron's perspective. He's heard everything. And race comes into effect because race is all about where you play in the NBA, because, you know, I can't speak to that because I'm not in America and I'm not an African American, but these guys hear it all the time. LeBron, Carmelo, Kobe, Michael, they heard it all the time, especially in Utah. You know, Russ Westbrook heard it, and it just that was in Utah a few years ago. I don't know if you guys remember that, but at the end of the day, they never asked anyone to get kicked out. Sometimes it happened, but LeBron was so irate that he asked the referee and security guards to eject those fans. So you know that stuff is real. Don't let anybody, like all the media and stuff, say like, oh, yada yada yada, I can't believe he snitched. And no, that's 100% bogus. Race had something to do with it, and also the fans saying stuff about his family. That is something that you do not do. I get the fact that you're trying to get into the opponent's head, but there's other ways to do that. But two things is, you don't mention race, because that's totally wrong. You don't do that. And you don't mention the person's family. You don't do that as well. This is a basketball game. You don't involve personal life. And for those fans to actually do that, that was completely wrong. LeBron was 100% in the right in ejecting those fans. So it's the nature of the game when you enter Indiana or Utah, or the arena in Utah. So, you know, like I said, race has a lot to do with it, and also fans being utterly stupid and mentioning their personal life. or the LeBron's personal life or anybody else's personal life in that matter. So, yeah, some fans can get a little stupid, and that's exactly what happened last night. Jag Maggot, Jaggy Podcast.